fun meet. You know, we come down to it every year. Most kids run in the 1500 just because it's, you know, kind of coming down to the end of the season and everybody's going to kind of run an off event today. We had a number of PRs though, even though it's a little bit windy out and, you know, maybe not perfectly ideal conditions, but it's always nice to be running well at the end of the season here, and so you know, today was really no exception.
You got this! Come on, boy, let's go!
I had a pretty good race today. Went out pretty fast, but that second lap kind of went a little bit slower. Came through 800, not at the time I really wanted to do, so I had to work and kind of take the lead. Maybe the last 100 meters, pretty gassed. I kept peeking up at the Jumbotron to see if anyone was coming, and there was this one guy just moving through the pack, so I knew he was coming soon. I could kind of hear his footsteps, and I think he passed me, with like 10 meters to go. Took a little bit of a spill at the end, which was a little bit embarrassing, but the time was still there for me to get in terms of setting a new PR.
Sammy, how'd your race go today?
It was a good one. It was my second 15 of the season, and I got kind of boxed in the first 2 laps. I felt like I could go faster, like my stride wasn't correct. So I fought my way out and I went around the girls, and then I just kept going and I was like, hey, you're in the lead, just push it. You know how to do this, just go, go, go. And I was in the lead for a good like 200-ish meters, and then the sprinters got me and I finished with what I could. But I'm excited. It was a good way. I matched my PR, so I'll take it.
Well, it's been a great year for us this year. I mean, you know, cross country, we got a national qualifier out of that, which was really awesome. And then, you know, this spring track, it's a much longer season, but, you know, we had a lot of PRs out here today at the Triton Invite, and we've had a lot of folks over the last couple of weeks who've really been running their best. So, you know, we're kind of at the end of all things here, but we have a couple kids into regionals. We'd like to get a couple more, and that's always our goal, is to get kids to the postseason. You know, it's been really fun and really successful so far, but, you know, still got a little work to do yet.
Talk about Coach and how he's affected your life.
Coach is amazing. I was a walk-on, and they said, hey, you hit the walk-on standards, get on, and he trained me like I was any of the other runners, and I was able to improve each year, and he supported me on the track and the cross-country course. He brought me on like an awesome, he was just great. He was a great mentor, supportive, loving, caring, a great coach, and an incredible mentor for my life.
He's been a father figure to me. You know, I've been through some rough times, and he's always been there to, you know, lend an ear and, you know, just talk me through whatever I need to talk about. And I know he's had a similar experience with a lot of these guys on this team. Is, you know, he's a guy who really cares about us genuinely. Running is something that, you know, he knows is a privilege, but he's really invested in us as people first, and then as his athletes.
When you look back on this in 10 years, what are you going to be thinking about?
Those long runs where you just have these conversations and you talk about anything and everything with your teammates. I'm gonna cry! Oh my God! And these friendships you build.
It's really a family, honestly. I can honestly say this year's team has been the closest we've ever been. You know, every year they're like brothers, but some years you fight with your brothers a little bit more than usual.
We keep each other accountable for their work and support them in their hard endeavors outside of athletics as well. And we're not just teammates, we're best friends, and we love and care for each other.
Nunez with a last-minute hit will overtake Keith and take first place for Loyola.